You're listening to the Cool Audio Podcast, your escape into the world of stories, sounds, and imagination. Whether you're driving, chilling at home, or just need a moment to unplug, we've got a story just for you. So sit back, relax, and let the journey begin. There were only a dozen photos in Justin's photo album, but they were all photos of her. Some were secretly taken in the hospital. There was a back view and a side profile. There were also photos taken from upstairs when Chloe walked past downstairs. Although her face couldn't be seen clearly, she recognized her own clothes. Chloe never thought that Justin's photo album would be filled with photos of her. If this was Justin's way of picking up girls, that didn't make sense. How did Justin know that Chloe would steal his phone today? Did he do it on purpose? It didn't seem like it. Justin didn't want to give her the phone originally, but she snatched it from him. If Justin really thought of this, then it could only be said that this person was too shrewd and scary. Suddenly, his phone rang. It was from a number she didn't recognize. It was Justin's phone, so Chloe didn't dare to answer or hang up. She could only mute his phone and wait for the other party to hang up, but this number kept calling. Finally, Chloe picked up the phone. "Hello, we're from CCTV. You attended our event earlier. It was 6+1. Before he could finish, Chloe hung up the phone and cursed, "Damn you, fraudster." Yes, she also often received such fraud calls. They would usually either say that you have struck the lottery or you have been chosen for something. Then they would invite you to try a new product and say that you have to pay for the postage for the free product. Another time, and even more nonsensical, the swindler would say, "You have been accepted by Capital University, and your acceptance letter is with me." Chloe directly replied, "I don't want it. I'll give it to you." Even the swindler was stunned. After Chloe hung up, she received another text message. It read, "Big sister, I was just joking with you. It's me. Hurry up and answer the call. You're occupying my phone and not answering my calls. You're really bullying me for being nice." Upon seeing this, Chloe immediately realized that Justin was the one pretending to be a swindler. Smiling, Chloe picked up Justin's call again. "Hello, swindler. Bye, swindler." "Hey, don't hang up." After Justin's continuous begs, Chloe didn't hang up. "This is my other number. Haha. You have quite a few contact numbers. How is it? Are you used to using my phone? Do you know my password?" Chloe looked at his phone in disdain. "In today's society, only idiots like you would use 12345 as a password. I'm impressed." "What do you know? Swindlers usually won't be able to guess this password. People who pick up my phone will usually go to a repair shop to swipe the phone. However, my phone has a function. As long as someone tries to swipe my phone, it will immediately send out a location alarm. Then, in less than 10 minutes, my people will find my phone. How can there be someone as sick as you to enter 123456 on my phone?" It turned out that Justin was setting a trap for the con man, but Chloe easily guessed it. It was like a professor teaching a group of students at a university school. Then he would ask them, "What was 1+1? None of the top 20 students would dare to answer. However, the answer was 2. Why wouldn't they dare to answer something that even primary school students knew? It was because all of them thought too much into the question. It was the same logic why Justin used 123456. "Justin, are you a voyeur?" "What?" Chloe's sudden question stunned Justin. "Why is your phone full of just my photos?" Chloe asked nervously. Justin was silent for 5 seconds before remembering that there were many photos of Chloe on his phone. Of course, they were all taken secretly when he came back this time. Although the angles weren't very good, he still liked to look at them. Every night before going to bed, he would flip through his photo album. It seemed to have become Justin's habit before going to bed. "Because I like you," Justin said casually. Chloe didn't know what to say. "It's illegal for you to take photos like this, okay? I'll sue you." No, don't sue me. Can we settle this privately?" Justin smiled. Knowing that he was trying to make her laugh again, Chloe smiled. "Chloe, please, don't delete those photos, okay?" "Why not?" "Because that's all I have." "Justin, you're really something. You're so good at picking up girls. If I wasn't trying my best to stay alert, I would have been bewitched by you." Chloe, really, don't delete the photos. No, I'll delete them. After Chloe said this out of spite, Justin remained silent. Justin, are you still listening? Yeah, I'm here. Justin sounded depressed. I didn't delete them. For some reason, she suddenly wanted to coax Justin. She always saw him smiling with a cheeky face, so it was strange to see him being silent for once. Thank you, Chloe. Perhaps the photos were really important to him. Chloe didn't delete any of the photos. Even if one of them was blurry, she didn't delete it. This was Justin's phone, so the photos were already his. She wasn't going to delete any of them. After chatting for a while more, they hung up. Lying in bed, Chloe was unable to sleep, and she picked up the phone again. Of course, she wouldn't look at Justin's chat like other women did to find out how many women he had. She also would not look at his call history. She just thought that it was fun. But when she looked at Justin's games, she was surprised to see that he even played Candy Crush. Then, for some reason, she opened Justin's memo. To her surprise, Justin liked to use memos. There were many records of the company's meetings and schedule. Then there was even one with the topic of how many countries and places he had traveled to. At the end of all the memos, there was one with the topic, Chloe. Upon seeing this, Chloe's heart started beating again. She opened the memo nervously. There was only one sentence written inside. In the next lifetime, can it be you instead, who would let down her pride and fall madly in love with me? For some reason, Chloe felt like crying when she saw this. It felt extremely familiar. But she had never seen this sentence before, nor had she heard anyone say it to her. It was a magical feeling, and for some reason, Chloe burst into tears. She even had an exaggerated thought. Did Justin write this to Chloe in his past life? Did Justin reincarnate with his previous life's memories? Chloe didn't sleep well the entire night. She originally thought that her relationship with Justin was a melodramatic drama, but she accidentally discovered Justin's delicate feelings. The next day, Chloe went to work as usual, but her mind was elsewhere. Justin's phone was surprisingly quiet. No one called him. Of course, Justin had set up an interception. He didn't want those people whom she didn't know to harass Chloe. "Sister Chloe, what's your wish?" one of the nurses asked out of the blue. "Me? Maybe my only wish is to become a doctor one day?" Chloe smiled. After work, Justin picked Chloe up, then went to pick up Sandra and Thomas. He brought them back to the Cooper family mansion. Chloe thought that there were only 3 people at the Cooper family mansion, but when she arrived, she found out that there were over 20 family members and friends gathered. There were 3 filled tables in the dining room. "Justin, is Grandpa Cooper celebrating his birthday today?" "No. Then your family is..." "It's our family tradition. When I have a girlfriend and I bring her home for the first time, everyone comes over. This is..." "So they all live in our city?" Chloe was shocked. "No, most of them are from the capital city." "So they came by plane?" "Yeah. There are some who even came back from Hong Kong and Singapore." "Fine. You win." Chloe didn't expect it to be such a grand scene at the Cooper family mansion. Justin also thoughtfully prepared formal outfits for Chloe and her family. They weren't fancy, but they were just suited for this occasion. During dinner, Justin brought Chloe to each table to give a toast. Then, he began to introduce each relative. For example, second uncle, cousin-in-law, third aunt. After one round of walking around, Chloe still could not remember a single one of them. Justin took the opportunity to bring Chloe to his room upstairs. Chloe was still trembling as she held the red packets in her hand. "Is it all right for us to do this?" Just now, when she was addressing everyone, they had prepared red packets. Chloe felt like she was going to be rich. "This is our Cooper family's tradition. Just take them if they give you." "Chloe, have some water and rest. I need to go downstairs and say something." "Okay." Sitting alone in Justin's room, Chloe suddenly felt less tired. Then, she got up, put the red packets on the bed, and looked around Justin's room. The Cooper family liked redwood. It was traditional style and old-fashioned, but elegant. However, Justin's room was unique. It had a blue theme. It was a little Mediterranean-styled, and there were many old photos of Justin on the table, and pictures of him playing basketball, and even Jordan's poster. Chloe found it very interesting, so she kept looking around. She even took photos with her phone. She would save it for when she wanted to tease Justin. After Justin went downstairs to greet people, he walked up to his uncle and looked at a 15 or 16-year-old girl sitting next to him. She had delicate features and long hair. Justin was touched. "Third uncle, is this your granddaughter, Summer?" "Ah, yes, it's Summer. Summer, quickly call him little uncle." Summer still had long hair at that time. Although she was rebellious, she was very obedient when she was at the Cooper family mansion. She looked up at Justin and called, "Little uncle." "Good girl." Justin rubbed Summer's head. He didn't expect to see Summer after returning here. At this time, Summer hadn't grown up yet. She hadn't fought and broken up with her father and hadn't become a trainee under Imperial Star. Later, she even joined the army. At the thought of Summer, Justin suddenly thought of Melody. Actually, he felt sorry for that lady. However, after everyone in the other world forgot about him, Melody should be married too, right? His thoughts were led astray. By the time Justin came back to his senses, everyone had already finished eating and drinking tea. Justin saw that Chloe's mother was tired. He quickly said, "Grandpa, Auntie Sandra isn't feeling well. I'll send them back first." Hurry up and go. Don't let your in-laws suffer." Just like that, Justin found an excuse and left with Chloe. The rest of the people were sent to the hotel managed under the Cooper family. The grand family banquet ended just like that. It seemed like an engagement banquet. "Justin?" In the car, Sandra suddenly called out to Justin, "Auntie, please speak your mind." Justin was very polite. "We're not from a rich family, but Chloe hasn't suffered much in our family over the years. If she marries into your family and does something bad, you can tell me. I'll scold her, but please don't beat her. Even I can't bear to hit her." Sandra's eyes turned red as she said those words. "Mom, why are you saying this?" Chloe felt like her mother was thinking too far ahead. "Mom, Sis is so tough. Only brother Justin will get beaten up. She won't be bullied, don't worry," Thomas said with a smile. Truth be told, Justin's heart ached upon hearing Sandra's words. He could understand how a mother felt. It must have been hard for her when her daughter was about to get married. Justin replied seriously as he drove. "Auntie, don't worry. I won't lay a finger on Chloe for the rest of my life. Really, I won't. Even if she doesn't do well, she will still be good in my eyes." Thomas immediately smiled after he said that. "Brother Justin, you're a typical henpecked husband." "No, this is just an expression of love for my wife," Justin said proudly. "Okay, that's enough. Drive your car. Be careful." Embarrassed, Chloe didn't want to talk about it anymore. Outside Chloe's house, Justin stopped the car and took out all the gifts from the Cooper family. Then he said goodbye to them at the door. "Auntie, it's late. You guys should rest early. Brother Justin, my sister said that you have a lot of limited edition Japanese comics in your room. There's even Slam Dunk." I'll go back tomorrow and pack them before bringing them all to you." "Wow, really?" Thomas was excited. "None of that is a problem." Justin patted Thomas's shoulder lovingly. Truth be told, Justin wasn't unfamiliar with Thomas or Sandra at all. After all, they were already familiar with each other in the other world. "Chloe, go to bed early too." Justin looked at Chloe. "Okay. Keep the red packets well and deposit them tomorrow. It's not safe for you to carry so much cash around. I don't want the red packets. It doesn't seem right to keep them." Chloe felt bad eating and taking from Justin's house. "Take it. Compared to my grandmother's bracelet, this is just a small sum." Then, Justin smiled, got into his car, and left. He did not have the intention of sticking to Chloe shamelessly. After returning to the courtyard, Thomas grabbed his sister's red packets. "Sis, I'll help you check the amount." "You little money grubber." Chloe smiled at her brother. Thomas opened all the red packets and was shocked. "Sis, the Cooper family is so rich. Even their relatives are so rich. These red packets all contained at least $20,000. Some of them even gave $50,000. Oh my God, they've changed my values. No, no, no. I should say that poverty has limited my imagination. The red packets were carried back in a bag. When she was carrying the bag, Chloe knew that it contained a huge sum of money. Indeed, there were more than $300,000 in total. It was all in cash. "Sis, it's a total of $360,000, Thomas exclaimed. Help Mom deposit it tomorrow, Chloe said calmly. She had witnessed Justin's wealth before. I've been checking for you for so long. Aren't you going to give me some money? Thomas said with a smile. Chloe took out $50 from her pocket. Here, go eat KFC. Come on, sis. It's not even enough for the family bucket, okay? Then I'll give you another 50. Miss Chloe Green, I'm impressed. Thomas walked out of the room with $100 in his hand. Chloe took the money to her mother's room. However, she saw her mother crying in secret. Yes, she was weeping. Mom, what's wrong? Do you not like Justin? Chloe asked worriedly. Sandra shook her head. No, I'm just happy for you. Nonsense, I don't believe you. Mom, you can't bear to leave me, right? Chloe wrapped her arms around her mother's neck and acted cute. Of course not. After you leave, I won't have to sleep in my small room anymore. I'll be able to sleep in your room, and there'd be one less person to feed. I'll save a lot of money. Sandra burst into tears as she spoke. Of course, she didn't mean that. How could a mother not miss her daughter? She thought that after breaking up with Simon, Chloe would be able to stay at home for a while longer. Who would have thought that she would be getting married so soon? She was really not mentally prepared. Thinking back to the past 2 days interacting with the Cooper family, it felt like a dream. However, Sandra was glad that her daughter was marrying well. She could finally hold her head high now, saving Timothy and Lily the trouble of criticizing them. Mom, do you feel like a green cabbage that has been raised for many years has been eaten by pigs? Sandra burst into laughter. Don't talk nonsense. Justin is so handsome and you call him a pig. No, I mean Justin is a cabbage, and I'm a pig. Sandra was so amused by Chloe that she immediately stopped crying. Then she turned around and ran her fingers through Chloe's hair. Chloe, go ahead, Mom. Although I'm not educated or cultured, I can differentiate between good and bad people. Although the Cooper family is prestigious, I can tell that the family is really good. Especially Commander Cooper. He doesn't have the airs of a senior leader at all. If you marry over to their family, you have to be filial to him. I know, Mom. Then, the two of you should not fight as much. I can tell that Justin cares a lot about you. Even though the process is a little fast, we can't doubt his sincerity. After all, Justin came to ask for your hand in marriage, and we really don't have anything to ask for, right? Mom, you're right. Anyway, don't let your imagination run wild. It's fine. Sandra really didn't know what to say, so she simply reminded her daughter. On the other hand, Justin excitedly took Anne to Max's private club. Inside the huge private room, Brenton and Max had already opened several bottles of red wine. Io, the main lead, is here. Max stood up excitedly when he saw Justin walk in. Young Master Cooper, when did you... You even asked us to open 3 bottles of wine and wait for you. Why, did something good happen at Imperial Star? Brenton asked. Justin shook his head. It has nothing to do with the company, but it's a great thing. And was also confused. He had been on vacation for the past few days and had originally wanted to meet his online friends secretly. However, he was being watched closely by his close friend. In the end, he took the past few days off for nothing. As soon as he got back to Justin's mansion, he was invited to go out by his boss. Therefore, apart from Justin, the other 3 had no idea what was going on. Hurry up and tell me. I'm dying of curiosity. Max was an impatient person. When he heard Justin say that he had good news to announce, he was already eager to find out. Justin wasn't in a hurry. He looked at Brenton and asked, How are you and Dr. Victoria doing? What Dr. Victoria? Brenton asked on purpose. Stop pretending. After I told you last time, didn't you go to the Municipal Public Security Bureau to meet her? You've been hanging out a lot with her these days, haven't you? Brenton was a little embarrassed. That Comrade Victoria is really interesting, but nothing happened between us. Don't spread rumors. There's really nothing between the two of you. You two will just have a child together in the future. Oh, right, if you have a son in the future, he must be called Kenneth. Justin pointed at Brenton and said seriously, "Why?" Brenton was dumbfounded. "Because I like it." Justin chuckled. "Get lost." Brenton knew that Justin was never serious. "Young Master Cooper, let's get straight to the point. Hurry, hurry, hurry." Max leaned over eagerly. "How's your financial situation lately?" Justin glanced at him. "I have no money." "If you are borrowing money, forget it," Max said on purpose. "Me? Borrowing money from you? Dream on. Last time you stole a painting worth millions from me. I didn't even ask you for money." Justin glared at him. Max quickly changed the topic. "Young Master Cooper, let's not talk about the past anymore. Haha. Hurry up and talk about what happened today." Justin picked up a melon seed from the table and placed it in his mouth. "I'm getting married. The two of you should prepare the gift money. I accept online transfer, but there's a limit on the platform. It's best if you can transfer it to me via the bank. If it's troublesome via the bank, you can tell your company's finance department to transfer it directly to our company's account. Thank you. F. What did you say?" Max was shocked. "Are you kidding me?" Brenton didn't believe it either. "It's not April Fool's Day today. I'm not joking with you two. I'm getting married. You got it? It's happening next month," Justin said proudly. Back then, they both had their other halves, and they always mocked Justin for being single. The tables had turned. In this parallel universe, Justin was the first to end his single life. Because of Justin's reminder, Brenton had just become acquainted with Dr. Victoria. Where was Max's other half? Without Jack, Justin didn't know if Avery would appear. Boss, wake up, it's not dark yet," and hurried over and slapped his boss's face. Brenton and Max almost fell to the ground. "Get lost. I'm not dreaming. You may be my bodyguard, but you're not allowed to attend my wedding without a gift." Justin pointed at Anne. "Justin, stop joking. Tell me what is exactly going on. Why do I find it so unbelievable?" Max kept his smile and became serious. Justin raised his glass, which had been filled, and said, "Just yesterday, the Cooper family met up with the in-laws. My wife's family all came to our house for dinner. There were 20 people from the Cooper family, including my aunt from the capital city, and my third uncle. In short, the entire family came. F, are you serious? Why didn't you invite me for such a formal event?" Max cursed. "I couldn't call you because it was too grand. I was afraid that you'd drink too much and embarrass me by taking off your pants," Justin said. Max kicked Justin's butt. "Screw you. You're the one who's going to take off your pants." "Justin, don't tell me your bride is the girl who ate hot pot that day." Brenton was the first to react. "Congratulations. You finally snatched an answer." Justin blew Brenton a kiss. "Boss, I only took 3 days off," Anne said with a dumbfounded expression. "Yeah, that's why I decided on a big event in my life during these 3 days." "Boss, are you serious? Are you really going to marry Miss Green?" Anne was still worried. "I, Justin, will marry no one but her in this lifetime." Justin patted his chest and promised. "Then the question is she willing to marry you?" Brenton interrupted. Justin smiled proudly. "Brenton, aren't you stating the obvious? If she is not willing, am I getting married by myself? Have you really thought about it, young Master Cooper? Let me tell you, after you get married, it will be completely different if there are any rumors about you. You'll be called a jerk by the netizens." Max gave him a friendly reminder. "After I get married, I promise not to have even a single female fly around me. Don't worry. Looks like you're really determined this time." "Okay, bro. I wish you a happy marriage in advance." Brenton raised his glass. That night, Justin didn't drink until too late. He ended it early. Ever since they started discussing about the engagement, Justin felt like he was floating. He was afraid that if he said something wrong, Chloe would be unhappy and break off the engagement. Chloe wanted to tell Sarah about this, but Sarah had been flying around lately and hadn't returned to the city. Therefore, she never had a chance. One afternoon, Justin came to have lunch with Chloe. The two of them entered a small restaurant behind the hospital sneakily, like thieves. Justin parked his car a kilometer away and walked over, afraid that someone would follow him. Of course, it was because Chloe didn't want to expose her relationship with Justin. In a restaurant, Chloe ordered a few dishes. I said, "Justin?" "Yes, honey." "Shh, be quiet." "Who's your honey?" Chloe was so scared that her expression changed. She quickly looked around to see if anyone was looking at them. "You will be next month." Justin smiled like a flower. "Justin, I'm here today to talk to you about the wedding." Chloe lowered her head, not daring to look at Justin. "Damn, girl, are you going to break off the engagement?" Justin's heart was pounding. This proposal wasn't easy. If he proposed, he would definitely be rejected, which was why Justin brought his entire family to force her to marry. It was rare for Chloe to agree. If something happened again, he was afraid. No. Chloe shook her head. She thought about how she had already met all the elders of the Cooper family. Wouldn't it be embarrassing for the Cooper family if she were to break off the engagement now? Chloe didn't want to do something like that, nor did she want to be ungrateful. Being able to marry into the Cooper family was indeed a blessing many women dreamed of. What are you trying to say? Do you not like some component of it? Justin was relieved to hear that she wasn't breaking off the engagement. I actually wanted to ask, can we not have such a grand wedding? I know the Cooper family is rich and powerful, but I don't want the whole city to know about it. Plus, I heard that the country's policies are quite strict, especially when the children of officials get married. They can't be wasteful. We should think on behalf of Grandpa Cooper, right? After Chloe finished speaking, she looked at Justin's expression. After a moment of silence, Justin said, "You mean to keep a low profile?" Chloe nodded furiously. Yes, keep a low profile, that's my style." "All right, I'll tell Grandpa about it. Then, we'll keep it simple and low profile." "Okay." Chloe smiled like a flower. She thought that with Justin's personality, he would object strongly. Chloe was glad that everything went so smoothly. "But when do you plan to register our marriage? Huh?" Chloe didn't expect Justin to suddenly ask that. "We can get our marriage certificate any time. There's no rush," Chloe said as she ate. "Who said I'm not in a hurry? I'm so anxious. I was afraid you'd go back on your word," Justin said honestly. Chloe almost laughed at his anxious expression. "You still have the cheek to laugh?" Justin glared at her with a dark expression. It was all because of her that he couldn't sleep these past few days. "I can't run away. What are you worried about? We can register our marriage any day. I think today is the best time." "Today?" Chloe froze. "Right. Let's go after dinner." "But I'm still working." Chloe found an excuse. "You can take 2 hours off. 2 hours is enough. I didn't bring my household register with me. I can send someone to your house to get it, and then meet us at the Civil Affairs Bureau. Chloe, is that okay?" This was probably the first time Justin acted cute. He was afraid that Chloe would refuse, so for the first time, Justin pouted and acted cute. Chloe couldn't bear to reject his pitiful look, so she fell into his trap. Then, "All right, I'll call my mom and tell her." Justin's decisions were always sudden. Chloe thought about it and felt that he was right. Since she had decided to get married and had received so many betrothal gifts from Justin's family, it was impossible for her to break off the engagement now. Therefore, it was only a matter of time before they registered their marriage. It was said that the Cooper family was looking for an expert to find an auspicious wedding date next month. Chloe didn't understand these things, so she left everything to Justin's mother. After dinner, Chloe made 2 phone calls. One was to tell her mother that Justin was sending someone to get her household register, while the other was to call the hospital and ask for 2 hours off in the afternoon. Then, Chloe got into Justin's car, and the two of them went to the Civil Affairs Bureau. After Anne received Justin's order, he drove his Lamborghini to Chloe's house at lightning speed. After he got the household register, he immediately rushed to the Civil Affairs Bureau. Justin and Chloe got off at the right time and handed over the household register, whereas one of Justin's employees drove the Mercedes-Benz and arrived with 2 white shirts. "Here, change into this later." "For what?" Chloe looked at the white shirt in surprise. I heard that looks good to wear shirts when taking wedding photos, Justin said. How do you know? Have you gotten married before? Chloe looked at him, amused. Even if you have never eaten pork before, wouldn't you have seen a pig run? Okay, you're just going against me. Be good. Quickly change your clothes. Justin patted Chloe's head and pushed her in. Boss, are you tricking a teenage girl? Anne laughed. Get lost. I want to get married. If anyone dares to stop me, I'll chop them up. Justin laughed and walked into the Civil Affairs Bureau with his white shirt. Justin wanted to call the heads at the Civil Affairs Bureau to give them special treatment. However, Chloe didn't want to. She insisted on queuing up, so it was only their turn after half an hour. Chloe and Justin, right? Yes. Hand over your ID card and household register, the staff said. The two handed over the items, and after reviewing the materials, the person asked as a routine matter, Have you thought it through? Yes, I've thought about it for a long time. Justin couldn't wait. Chloe angrily pinched him. The staff member couldn't help but be amused. Take good care of your wife after you get married. Men should do more work. Don't be too calculative. You should be more tolerant. Okay, I'll do that. Justin had become a well-behaved boy that day. No matter what others said, he would agree. After they got the marriage certificate, Justin couldn't bear to let go of it. He held it in his hand and looked at it repeatedly. Chloe felt a mix of emotions after she received the red booklet. She had thought that she would get married to Simon after graduating from university and start their medical career together. She had thought that it would be a good idea, but who knew that so many things would happen? Most importantly, she didn't expect to marry Justin. Justin? Chloe suddenly wanted to say something. Call me hubby. Justin's expression changed immediately after he got Chloe and he threatened her. Chloe immediately blushed. Be quiet. What are you afraid of? Everyone here is here to register their marriage. Quick, call him hubby. Justin knocked on Chloe's head to tease her. Call your head. Justin, you're too much. It's fine if you don't call me that. I'll just kiss you in front of everyone. See how embarrassed you will be. Then, Justin hugged Chloe. Chloe was really afraid that he would kiss her in public. She quickly called out, Hubby? What? I didn't hear you. Justin, don't push your luck. You're still calling me Justin. Fine. From now on, you have to call me hubby. If you call me by mistake, I'll deduct $20 from your salary. Justin, don't kick me to the curb after I've outlived my usefulness. I really fell for your trap. You weren't like this when you begged me to come. Chloe was both angry and amused. Yeah, I change my attitude faster than flipping a book. If you're unhappy, you can kiss me. Justin, come, let me introduce you. Do you know what kind of place that is? Chloe pointed at a spot and asked Justin. Justin wasn't familiar with this place, so he really didn't know. That's for divorce. If you keep being like this, I'll drag you to divorce right now. Are you kidding me? If I don't get a divorce, you won't be able to do it by yourself. Are you bullying me for not studying enough? Justin smiled proudly. But I heard that the marriage law states that if you live separately for more than half a year, one party can automatically appeal for divorce. Separate for half a year? You're ruthless. I was wrong. From today onwards, I'm yours. I'll follow your orders. If you want me to go east, I won't dare to go west. If you want me to beat a dog, I won't beat a chicken. I'll do whatever you say. Justin finally didn't dare to pretend anymore. In reality, his family status was already apparent before they got married. Holding the little red booklet, Justin suddenly felt like the whole world was lit up. When other people registered their marriage, they would give the staff here some candies. Justin, on the other hand, ordered takeout for everyone at the Civil Affairs Bureau. The food he ordered was comparable to a wedding dinner. He was truly the #1 richest tycoon. After registering their marriage, Justin sent Chloe back to the hospital. Honey, I'll pick you up after work. Don't bother, I'll go back myself. No, I mean to take you back to my house, my private mansion. Why are we going to your house? Chloe asked before she could react. From today onwards, we're legally married. If we don't go to my house, do we have to go to your house? I can go to your house, but your bed is a little small. I'm afraid it'll affect my performance." Upon hearing this, Chloe walked up to Justin and grabbed his ear. "Can you stop your dirty talk? Are you bullying me for not knowing anything? Hey, don't pinch me. It hurts. Honey, I was wrong. I'll pick you up after work and take you home." "That won't be necessary. My mother has already told me that the groom and bride must not see each other often before marriage. It's not good." "Who said that?" "When we go home to sleep, aren't we separated for 7 to 8 hours? We aren't stuck together for 24 hours. You're always so unreasonable." Chloe smiled. "How about this? From today onwards, until the wedding, I'll get Anne to pick you up from work. That way, I can also ensure your safety." "There's no need for that. I'm a nurse with a monthly salary of $4,000. Who would kidnap me?" "Of course it's different. From today onwards, you're my wife," Justin said as he looked into Chloe's eyes. For some reason, Chloe's heart began to race after hearing what Justin said. She had never thought that one day someone would call her Mrs. Cooper. Being Justin's wife was like earning a gold medal. In the entire city, she could do anything she wanted. However, Chloe wasn't that ambitious. She still couldn't believe that Justin fell in love with her at first sight and wanted to marry her. To be honest, if not for the Cooper family coming to her doorsteps to propose marriage that day, if Justin proposed to her, Chloe would definitely reject him because she didn't think it was believable. However, Justin's grandfather, who was so powerful, came to her house personally. It really moved her and her mother. The Cooper family was really sincere. Therefore, Chloe wasn't an ungrateful person. Now that they had registered their marriage and were legally married, she suddenly felt very strange. Chloe didn't say anything in the end. She just smiled. After saying goodbye to Justin, she walked into the hospital. Justin watched her leave. He waited until she was out of sight before driving off. At the headquarters of Imperial Star. Less than half an hour after Justin returned to the company, the finance department made an announcement. President Cooper said that all the employees would be paid double salaries and triple overtime pay. All the female employees would get a $1,000 shopping card, and the male employees would get a $1,000 gas card. When this news was released, the entire company was in an uproar. Everyone was trying to guess what was going on with their boss. Had a big project been completed? However, no one dared to ask Justin directly. Only Anne knew what was going on. In the office room, Justin took a photo of the little red book using his phone. Then, he sent it to his group chat with his buddies. Actually, there were only 3 people inside. Aside from Justin, there were only Brenton and Max. Come, let me show you this." Justin showed off. Max: "What is this? Is this the legendary restraining crown?" Justin: "Get lost." Brenton: "So soon? Did you apply for a fake certificate?" Justin: "I've completed the check. The 2 of you are my fake buddies." Max: "Haha, let's stop fooling around. Did you really get your marriage certificate?" Justin: "Yeah." Brenton: "Did you get a team of lawyers to draft a contract before marriage for splitting your assets?" Justin: "No." The 2 men were shocked when Justin said he didn't. Max: "Does that mean that if you get divorced after being married for a few months, your wife will be worth billions?" Brenton: "Not only that, but you also have to split the shares and funds. All of Justin's assets will be split in half." Max: "Damn, even I want to marry you now." Justin: "Hey, can you 2 stop talking nonsense? Can't you say something humane? I just got my marriage certificate today. Plus, I've never thought about getting a divorce. I'll never get a divorce my whole life. No, not even in 2 lifetimes. Although Max and Brenton liked to argue with him, they knew that Justin wasn't stupid. He would not marry a lady for no reason, and not even divide his assets. Max, on the other hand, believed in love at first sight. The feeling when you first see that person, and you can sense that she is your wife. However, Brenton was more rational. He had a feeling that Justin was hiding something from them, but since Justin didn't say anything, it definitely wasn't the right time. He believed that Chloe and Justin were connected by fate. If Chloe hadn't reminded him to keep a low profile, Justin really wanted to post his marriage certificate on Weibo and snap to show off. After all, he was no longer single. After a moment of excitement, he immediately sent Chloe a message. "Honey, I missed you." Chloe only replied with 3 emojis, and she was going crazy. Upon seeing this, Justin smiled sweetly. "Look at how smug he is. His smile is so lewd. I really don't like it," Max said angrily. He was known for being a playboy his entire life, but Justin beat him to marriage. The 3 of them were single for 10,000 years, and none of them had girlfriends. Yet, Justin suddenly got married. To Brenton and Max, this was a huge blow. Neither of them knew who Justin was getting married to. Of course, they still had faith in Justin. If someone could make Justin fall for her, then she must be like a phoenix among men. Chloe felt like it was useless to hold on to Justin's phone, so she returned it to him when they were having dinner. "Why? Are you done playing with it?" "Yeah, it's boring. Let me see if you deleted my Snap friends." Justin said that on purpose as he flipped through his phone. "Tch, am I such an uncultured person?" Chloe smiled. "Let's change our phones later to a set of couple phones. It's a limited edition. I've already customized it with the cell phone manufacturer. It should take around 3 months to get it back." "Are you crazy? Why would you need a custom-made phone when you can use a normal one?" Chloe was flabbergasted. "Just listen to me." Justin was in a good mood, so he kept eating his plate of stir-fried beef. Chloe realized that Justin didn't like vegetables. He kept eating meat, but fortunately, his figure was well-proportioned and he wasn't fat. "You like meat? Isn't that obvious? I'm not a monk." "Of course I like meat. But after eating with you for so long, I realized that you don't eat even a single vegetable." Chloe looked at him. "Yeah, the leafy greens are meant to feed the ducks. Why should I eat them? Do you know how many vitamins are in the vegetables? If you eat meat like this, even before 50 years old, you'll be a bald uncle with a big belly." At the end of the sentence, Chloe added "greasy" to describe him. "Really? I study medicine. You don't believe me?" Justin looked at Chloe suspiciously, but he still decided to continue eating the beef. Chloe grabbed the beef and pushed the stir-fried broccoli towards Justin. "Eat them all. You have to finish it. Then call me husband," Justin bargained. Chloe hit Justin's head with her chopsticks. As the 2 of them were chatting and laughing, someone suddenly walked over. What a coincidence! Andrew was still dressed brightly. Even his short sleeves were orange, and his hair was dyed blonde. His gaudy looks didn't look like a boss at all. Instead, he looked like a young male model who had just entered the entertainment industry. Oh, what a coincidence. "President Green, you're here for dinner too?" Justin laughed. Justin and Chloe were having dinner at a private restaurant. Chloe loved vegetarian food, so Justin often came here. However, to her surprise, she ran into Andrew. "Chloe, your face has gotten round lately. Did Justin feed you so much fat?" Andrew looked at Chloe and smiled gently. Chloe never liked him. It was the same in this world as well. Even though they were half-siblings, Chloe still hated him. Chloe didn't respond to Andrew's question. "How long have you 2 been dating? You are really good at keeping it a secret. There's no media coverage about it at all." Andrew continued to look at Justin. Justin slowly took a sip of water and smiled. "We've only been married for less than a week." Andrew froze on the spot after he said that. "Married? A week?" Andrew looked at Chloe in disbelief, then at Justin. "Seriously? Don't joke around with me." "Why would I joke with you? The wedding will be held next month. We got our marriage certificate a week ago." "Oh, right. Remember to come for the banquet on the 8th of next month." Justin stood up and patted Andrew's stiff shoulders. Speaking of the 8th of next month, there was another story here. At first, the expert that Grandpa Cooper had found had decided on the 26th of next month. However, Justin didn't want that, saying that it was too late, and he didn't want to be worried about any unexpected happening. After letting the expert choose again, he chose the 12th. Justin still didn't like that it was too late and insisted on getting married on either 1st or 2nd. The expert told Grandpa Cooper that 1st and 2nd of the month weren't suitable for marriage and that it would offend the white tiger spirit. Only then did Justin give up. In the end, the expert had no choice but to choose a date among the first 10 days of the month. Eventually, he picked out the 8th as a decent day for marriage to appease Justin. It was obvious how anxious he was to get married. Therefore, he told Andrew that he would get married on the 8th of next month. Andrew still didn't believe him. After all, it happened too suddenly. He knew that Chloe was always reliable, so he looked at her and asked, "Sister Chloe, is what he said true? Are you two ganging up on me?" "It's true. Remember to send us a gift, in case the Green family loses face," Chloe said coldly. "Then why didn't you tell Dad about your wedding?" Andrew continued to smile. "I don't think that's necessary. After all, this is my business." Chloe's face was still cold. Andrew shook his head helplessly. "Fine, my willful sister. She's hooked up with the Cooper family and doesn't want to acknowledge us anymore. I hope you can take care of our business in the future. President Green, your words are too serious. I don't dare talk about taking care of the Green family's business. With you around, the Green family will definitely not go bankrupt." Chloe and Andrew's conversation was always on the line. Justin was used to it. He was originally still worried that this pervert would have designs on Chloe. However, in this world, because they were siblings, Andrew was relatively well behaved. Plus, Andrew had a bunch of women outside, and it was said that he even had several illegitimate children. It seemed like his career was more important than Chloe. With one less rival, Justin was in a good mood. Meeting Andrew was just a small interlude. After dinner, Justin sent Chloe home. During this time, Chloe had gotten used to eating with Justin and letting him send her home. It was very strange. They had not known each other for long and should have had a strong sense of unfamiliarity. However, Chloe felt like she had known Justin for a long time. Every time he called her Chloe, she would find it very familiar. On the way back, Chloe was a little thirsty. Justin immediately handed her a bottle of water. He even helped to twist it open. "Be careful and watch the road." Chloe was scared out of her wits when she saw Justin's hands leave the steering wheel. "I'll drive slower, drink slowly, don't choke." Justin stared at Chloe's side profile and slowed down the car. Chloe took a few sips of water and glanced at Justin. "Justin. Call me hubby." Chloe. "Again, that should be it. We are already legally married. Which wife would call her husband by his name?" After hearing Justin's explanation, Chloe couldn't help but laugh. However, she accepted Justin's explanation. Hence, she corrected herself and said, "Hubby, I have a question for you. Wait a minute, I'm recording this. Call me again." Justin turned on the recording function on his phone. "For what?" Chloe was confused. "This is our Chloe's first time calling me hubby. It's a memorable moment." Chloe couldn't stop laughing. "Justin, are you okay?" "Wrong. You are fined $20. Honey, why don't you just give me $500 to cover the rest of the year? You always call me by the wrong name. That won't do. It's $500. Why should I give it to you for nothing?" "Then don't call me wrongly. Forget it. Forget it. I'll just say it directly. I actually wanted to ask, did you have a girlfriend before?" "No." "What about those mentioned in the newspapers? Those are all just rumors, understand? If you don't believe me, you can ask my mom and my brothers if I had a girlfriend. Before Chloe, Justin never had a girlfriend. In school, everyone had a goddess in their hearts. Justin was either playing basketball or games. After that, he joined the army and was gone for a few years. He did not have the time to date. After he returned, he immediately started his company and was busy with his career. His career had just started to progress, and Justin was only in his 20s, so he wasn't in a hurry. "Why are you asking this? Did someone badmouth me?" Chloe shook her head. "Then why did you suddenly ask this?" "Because I always feel like there's someone in your heart," Chloe said. Justin was still driving. When he heard Chloe's words, his heart skipped a few beats. Chloe was indeed a smart woman. She could even tell. However, Justin had someone in his heart, and that person was Chloe. However, Justin couldn't explain how he came to this parallel universe. Plus, Chloe might not believe him. Why? Am I right? "Chloe, I don't want to lie to you, so whatever I'm going to say is the truth. Listen carefully. I've only ever loved one woman in my life. Her name is Chloe. I only have one wish in this life, and that is to marry Chloe. Whether it's in my past life or my next life, you're my one, and only one. Justin was driving, so he didn't look at Chloe when he spoke. Instead, he stared straight ahead. It was late at night, and they were passing by the Cross Sea Bridge. It was a beautiful night scenery at the Cross Sea Bridge. Chloe was caught off guard by Justin's passionate confession. Besides her beating heart, she didn't know what to say. She trusted Justin's words completely, because a person's eyes and expressions couldn't lie. Justin's gaze was so sincere, Chloe believed that he was sincere. However, in which lifetime did she and Justin become fated? Why was Justin so obsessed with her? And Chloe thought that she was so ordinary. After Justin confessed, neither of them spoke. The radio in the car was playing the music Just One Time. Chloe looked at Justin's handsome profile, leaned over, and kissed him. Then, she said, "Justin, in this lifetime, I'll give my heart to you. Take good care of it, and don't lose it." As soon as Chloe finished speaking, Justin burst into tears. God knew all these years how long he had waited for this moment. Justin suddenly slowed down and stopped at the side of the bridge. Then, he held Chloe's face and kissed her passionately. He only hoped that this kiss would last forever. "Chloe, I've waited for this moment for so long." Chloe's response was Justin's biggest gift. Justin's years of hard work had finally paid off that moment. The Cross Sea Bridge was on an expressway, so they were not allowed to stop. After a while, the traffic police arrived. "Two of you, it is not allowed to stop the car here." Justin turned around. The traffic police officer was dumbfounded. Young Master Cooper? So it's you. It's a nice day. My wife and I came to the Cross Sea Bridge for a kiss. Why? Is it illegal?" No, please continue. Sorry for disturbing you." The traffic police were so frightened that they hurriedly drove away. Justin held Chloe up and wanted to continue kissing her. "That's enough. You have to follow the traffic rules." Chloe pushed him away and ran onto the car shyly. Justin cursed at the traffic police countless times in his heart. "Honey, do you like traditional or Western weddings?" "I'm fine with anything." Chloe wasn't picky. "Then we'll have both styles," Justin said. "That's too wasteful. One is enough. We only have a wedding once in a lifetime. Why should you be worried about being wasteful? By the way, my mom said the wedding dress will be flown back from Italy next Monday. I'll pick you to try it out. If it's not suitable, we can still change it in time. Will it reach in time? It must reach in time." "Okay." Chloe had no objections to these details. "Right. The ring. You can choose not to buy a ring. It's just a formality." "Nonsense. The ring has already been customized, but it's not with me yet. It will be flown over tomorrow night." Justin was going all out for this wedding. Although Chloe said to keep a low profile, the Cooper family's definition of low profile was much more luxurious than other families. "Do you have an idea about who will be your bridesmaid?" Justin asked. "Yes." "Sarah? How do you know Sarah?" Chloe clearly remembered that she had never mentioned Sarah to Justin. Moreover, Sarah had been traveling overseas the whole time and had not returned for the past month. She didn't even know how Justin knew about her. I heard Thomas mention that she's your best friend." Justin tried to find an excuse. Chloe didn't notice anything strange and nodded. "She's my best friend. I just have this one good friend." Let's invite her when the time comes. I've already gotten someone to make a bridesmaid dress according to her size." Justin thought everything through, and Chloe felt at ease. For some reason, Chloe, who never believed in shotgun weddings, felt like her wedding with Justin was destined. Soon, they arrived at Chloe's house. Chloe wanted to get out of the car, but Justin held her tightly in his arms. "I'm getting off. Be good. Let me hug you for a while more." Justin felt like he was dreaming. If he woke up now and realized that it was all a dream, he would probably have a mental breakdown. It would probably be more painful than death. He only had one wish in his life. Now that he had his lover in his arms, he really had nothing else to ask for. Stop fooling around. It's getting late, Chloe mumbled shyly. Honey, let's play a game. What game? Chloe was too naive. Why would she play games with Justin in the middle of the night? Agree to it first. Fine, I agree, Chloe answered innocently. Then Justin rubbed her back. He touched the edge of her bra. The game's name is Guess Your Bust. After Justin finished speaking, he began to touch her back even more brazenly. When Chloe finally realized what was going on, she realized that Justin had tricked her again. She had even been taken advantage of. Chloe jumped up in anger and hit Justin's head with both hands. From afar, it looked like a couple showing off their love. Okay, stop messing around. Go home now. Auntie will be worried. Justin laughed uncontrollably. Wait for tomorrow, Chloe said angrily. It's okay. You have a lifetime to deal with me. Justin smiled. Chloe felt a little uncomfortable. Perhaps she wasn't used to Justin's sudden loving words. After Chloe got out of the car, her hair was a little messy. Maybe it was because of Justin's crazy behavior. As usual, Justin watched her walk back into the courtyard. Just then, her neighbor, Auntie William, walked up to Chloe. Chloe, Auntie William. It was awkward to bump into Auntie William at that moment. You're back so late? Auntie William asked as she looked at the black Audi, trying to see who was inside. Oh, I had dinner with a friend. Chloe smiled. Chloe, I'm not trying to lecture you, but you're a kid I've seen growing up. You can't be like those girls outside. Don't try to hook up with rich people or be a mistress. We're poor, but we should have a backbone, right? Auntie William held onto a fan and began lecturing Chloe. Chloe knew that Auntie William must have misunderstood. She smiled, but didn't say anything. Just as she was about to turn around and walk in, she heard Justin shout from behind her, Wife, you left your charger in the car. Chloe froze. Auntie William's eyes almost popped out when she heard the word wife. Then, Justin swaggered over with the charger in his hand. The truth was, this wasn't Justin's fault at all. He probably heard what the neighbor said and wanted to help Chloe out. Chloe, this is... Auntie William's jaw almost dropped when she heard him call Chloe his wife. I'm Chloe's husband. Hello, Auntie, Justin greeted her. Husband? Chloe, when did you get married? Auntie William was still surprised. Before Chloe could respond, Justin continued. About a week ago, we got our marriage certificate. The wedding will be on the 8th of next month. Auntie, remember to come for the wedding banquet. Okay. Why didn't your mom say anything about this, Chloe? Auntie William was obviously shocked. Sandra didn't spread the news of her marriage with the Cooper family. It was not like Sandra to show off that her daughter had married a rich husband. Justin's help was unnecessary. A person like Chloe wouldn't care about what others thought. After a while, Justin reluctantly left. That night, the news of Chloe marrying a rich man spread through the streets and alleys of the Commoner District. Auntie William only knew that Chloe's husband was rich and drove a black Audi, but she didn't know the details. She even said that the young man was handsome and young, and Chloe was truly blessed. When Chloe went to work the next morning, even the uncle selling breakfast on the street said, Girl, you're so lucky to have married a rich man. He's not that rich. Chloe felt awkward. At Southside Hospital, when Chloe went to work, her colleagues surrounded her and hugged her. Chloe, why did you resign out of nowhere? Seriously, we all can't bear for you to leave. Resign? Chloe was confused again. Thanks for tuning in to the Cool Audio Podcast. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a fellow story lover. Until next time, stay cool and keep listening.